So
There you go.
here's what I want to get to the bottom of. And I want to talk about the market too, because there's no better person to
Okay.
talk about it than with you. Actually, sidetrack. Let's talk about that first.
Okay.
What I want to
Okay.
say is, I think everybody in the world knows that the interest rates are over 6.5 now,
Hmm.
6.3, 6.5. Um, all of this just happened like recently. At the beginning of this
Sure.
year, like we were
Hmm.
talking about the other day, we can't even talk about the trends that were happening 60 days ago
Hmm.
because it's so not even a thing.
It's true.
It's like me talking
It,
about how much I weighed before I was pregnant. Not even a thing.
right.
I've had two children, now the
Right.
jig is up, right?
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
that will never be like that again, ever. Do you know what I mean?
I
That's what
do.
I say to my
I
stomach.
do.
So now we have to be moving forward. And like, when you and I give our closing spiel about the imperativeness of staging and how
Hmm.
much more you can expect to get, the percentage of I don't even know what to say anymore because it's changed so much and as
Hmm.
crazy over asking prices as we were getting at the beginning of this year that all came to a screeching halt in June. I remember it exactly.
Hmm.
What do we say now? What do we like? How do you even like tell anybody what the market is?
So this is I just this morning I heard some statistics and I thought I'm gonna take this because I'm not a numbers person. It's like I can do numbers and all that. I just choose not
Oh, I
to.
love
But
statistics. Give it to me.
okay, well, here's the deal. This was simple. They said, let's say you want to keep your mortgage payment to $2,500. Back in January of 2021, you would be able to qualify for a house around $750,000. Now today, if you want to keep your monthly payment around $2,500 a month, you now qualify for a $450,000 house. Okay. So yeah.
Oh my
The woman who was
God.
on there, yeah,
That's
she's
cut in
starting,
half.
it's cut in half. It's almost half. Yeah. So it's like, and so I'm using this information. With this client, and I was explaining to the seller, I said, look, here's what's happening. So understand what they could have bought a year ago, they can't buy now. So they're a little hurt by that and they're disappointed. And so now they're looking, instead of this price point, they're looking at your price point. And so as a result, we need to wow them from the moment they walk through that front door so that they feel like, well, we weren't able to get that house, but look at the great house we were able to find in our reduced buying power. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's all about, yeah, I don't talk so much, and I don't do this really. I don't really talk about faster or give them numbers. I'll give them, the overall idea that, hey, if you go to sell your car, I've heard this used so many times. What's the first thing you do? You clean it up, you shine it up, you do all things, hoping that you'll get some more money. So, well, and that's a depreciating asset. A house, hopefully, is an appreciating asset. And so, of course, we should invest into that so that we can get as much money as possible based on the client's based on their time frame and their budget. So when I just talk to them, I say, look, you know what you could have done 60 days ago, the numbers that you're looking at saying, oh, your neighbor's house sold and for, way more than what you're expecting to list your house now. Understand that was 60 days ago. We're not living in that world. Unfortunately, sellers don't have access to the current data. That's one of the reasons I really encourage them to work with an agent, is because the agent has more, they're privy to more of the current numbers. So 60
Do
days
you
ago,
think, Bobbie, that
totally different world.
do you think are you busier now with the
It's
market going? Yeah, you're
Yeah.
busier now because why?
Because think about it, it's competition. Anytime there's competition, like, okay, so um, just had an example, Lindsay, I would only use this with you.
Good.
But, well, now I lost it. So see, now I'm just going to talk instead. But here's the deal. It's all about competition, right? So if everybody is selling for over ask and it's going crazy and everything, and that the minute the house goes on the market, it's just snatch, snatch, snatch. It's like staging still helps. You can still do wonderful things, but the thing is, there's not that heavy duty market. But now here's the deal. Sellers are living in fear. So they're afraid that they've missed out on the frenzy. So they're trying to get their houses on the market. So you'll see they're talking about this across the country, is that more and more homes are coming onto the market. So what does that mean? More competition. And
Right.
it's just like, trying to date the high school quarterback, the thing is, when there's more competition, you doll yourself up. And the
Good
important thing
point.
is to understand what is it that they're looking for. And this is what I'm really pushing right now is I want people to understand the importance of square footage, right? So when people walk into the house, if the house feels small, they've already know because on the internet it says it's 1,800 square feet. But when they walk in and it's really busy and the eye stops and everything, and there's all this stuff in there, they're feeling like, geez, only 1,800 square feet. If we had bought back then, we could have got so much bigger. They're all disappointed. But when they walk into an 1,800 square foot house and they go, are you sure this place is only 1,800 square feet? That's when we've done our job. And
Totally.
so to get sellers to understand that is really vital. And the agents, I'm getting more and more agents. In fact, I just had an agent. She wants me to stage her personal home
Right.
because they know this. They know that it really does make a difference. So
I
now with
feel
the
like,
competition going up,
no, go
go
ahead. You
ahead.
go. You go.
I was going to say, with competition the way that it is, you just have to bring more to the table.
I love that word competition. That's a good response, a good answer to why do I have to do this?